Welcome to the energy of the day for Wednesday, June 25th. We're going to see what is going on for that day. Give me 1 second and let's take a look here. Let's see what is happening for June 25th. Please and thank you. June 25th. Ooh la la. We have the energy is gaining momentum. So that's lovely. That's lovely. Let's keep going here. Let's see what else could pop out. What else would like to pop through? If anything else, of course. I do see that. Bring love into the situation. Ooh. Did some of you have an argument? A win-win forecast or a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, well, we're going to see what is going on here with these two. So let me just bring in the lovely kitty cat tarot and then we'll go ahead from there. Ooh, split on the Five of Cups already. Okay, let's see what's happening. And then I've got the Sun. And finally, Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So it may actually be a certain situation in your life that can be resolved, can be figured out. There is some kind of solution here, which is probably bringing love into a situation, potentially forgiving another person, whatever the case is. But we'll see what the energy is gaining momentum. What's that all about? What's the energy is gaining momentum? What is this about? The Emperor. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm just going to put them aside here. There we go. So the Emperor, what else? What else is with that Emperor, please? I do. Two of Wands and choosing what? Nine of Cups. Yeah. It's possible that you had a certain type of discussion or argument, really. I would say more like two different opinions, okay? Opposing opinions, that kind of thing. But then it could have turned into something that was unpleasant as well. That is possible. Now, the way to turn this around is by looking at the benefit of both individuals involved in this case. It's not really about who folds, so don't take it that way, okay? It's not about who folds first kind of thing. It's about how can this issue be resolved so this way both people can compromise to a satisfactory benefit for themselves kind of thing, right? Now, there is a little warning for someone here. If you are looking into drowning your sorrows away with some kind of substance or selfish decision, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Don't go into that space with it, okay? That's just a piece of advice. That's all it is here. Bring love into the situation. What's that about? I have a feeling. I have a feeling with that one. It's going to be all about communication. I have a feeling. I really do. Bring love into the situation. What's this about, please? What's the bring love into the situation? What is this? What's that about, please? Oh, I see you. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, working through something. Effort given into something. Okay. Oh, then we've got the King of Pentacles here now. Okay. Being an upright individual, an upstanding individual, having good character, exuding good character, becoming more of a stoic personality or individual, living with integrity, things of that nature here. Okay, give me a second. Let me keep going. Anything else with it? There it is. Nine of Pentacles and Four of Cups. Well, now I have a feeling that something didn't go very well, did it? No, apparently not. That's the Four of Wands. Okay. Okay. I will talk about this because apparently I have to. Some of you came across an individual who may have been doing some selfish things. Okay. You require to realize that this person was not what you thought they were, could not achieve the potential that you set out for them as an expectation or a standard for them to meet. Um, this person simply just wasn't ready to choose a path of their own betterment. Okay, that's really what this was. Now, there's no real fault here, to be honest with you. It is just a matter of how a person has simply chosen not to grow up in life yet. Okay, that's all it really is, to be honest with you. So it's not that they were disregarding you. Oh, I mean, to a sense, yes, but they were also the fact that they chose to disrespect themselves, disregard themselves, also showed up in a type of like manifesto in their outward treatment of people around them, their surroundings. So you may have been caught up in that too. And you may have felt disrespected and all these other things, but you required to come to the realization through putting love into the situation to understand that this person was just not ready to really pursue or commit to something that they were very decisive about. Okay, they were still, they were still in their phase of not a leader yet. Okay, not an actual leader just yet. That kind of thing. All right. I'm going to bring out the energies here with this, but I just want to let you know that there's really no fault here. You're not dumb for trying to trust this person or, trying to help them out or anything like this. That's not really what this is about. This is mostly about how another individual just didn't choose to, they didn't choose to listen to themselves in some type of way. Um, the like the side of them that would have had them go into a more content and joyous path forward. Now, people do change over time. That's true. That is true. But this individual was not ready to give anything that they didn't have within themselves. I hope that makes sense, right? Okay, we've got Capricorn, a bit of Taurus, that Aquarius with the star, any fire sign with the King of Wands. Four of Wands is Leo. Four of Cups is also Pisces here. Nine of Pentacles, Virgo. Emperor, Aries, Scorpio. Two of Wands is whom? Little bit of Sagittarius. Okay. Nine of Cups. Also a little bit of Scorpio there. Okay. And then there's Aquarius up here as well. Well, let's see what's going on here. All right, give me the story on this Emperor's side, please. The person that could have been, you know, be all end all for themselves even and others around them, but they chose not to. So, oh, there we go. Libra, Taurus, okay, with the Venus. Anything else here? What's that Venus really trying to talk about? Thanks. Virgo, Taurus. This has the actual feeling of a person being ungrounded, unstable, whatever the case is here. They couldn't really make up their mind between something lighthearted and something serious. So instead, they just chose to go ahead on a whim and, fulfill their own wishes, no matter how selfish those wishes may have been. but that is not to be faulted here. Like, I'm not here to scrutinize this person, nothing like that. I'm just here letting you know how this person operates or how they operated before. Let's see the this side over here with the King of Pentacles. Let's see that. What is that? What's the love, bring love into the situation here? What's that column? What's that all about, please? There's the Capricorn. So that's also about effort, giving effort. Yeah, this person, okay. Even though they're upright cards, it still gives me the feeling, right? It still gives me of flightiness. And there's the air sign as well. Okay. Or the air energy, really. Where the wind blows, that's where this person goes. That kind of thing, right? This individual just mostly wanted to stay to themselves. They mostly wanted to be a single flyer, okay? Solo, whatever the case, whatever you want to call it. The thing here is that there is some type of realization from a person's behalf here that they did not put as much care or as much effort into a specific dynamic or situation. Now, this person could be the one that realized this as well about themselves, or this is something that you have realized about this person. And it's just one of those things where it is, I don't feel like it really impacts you too much anymore. I just think that from time to time you may think about it. You may think about them and maybe how slightly chaotic they could have been with you, things of that nature. But this is one of those like understanding moments, a moment of clarity here, of enlightenment with the Sun card, to just realize what this person was actually all about. And that's really it. This way, you can also let go of this memory. Okay, let me see what's underneath that, though. I am curious about that real quick. Yeah, the Justice card, okay. And the Hermit. And there's the Eight of Wands. Someone detached here, quite literally. You could be this person that you have come to your realization that this individual is not really going to change, okay? At least not in the dynamic between you both. Maybe they could change with somebody else, okay? Or maybe they could change just by themselves, kind of thing. But I feel like someone has actually made a specific judgment call about this situation, and they left. They left. They saw that potentially this person, this unreliable or inconsistent or undecided individual, was just sabotaging this Ten of Cups outcome between them both. And they didn't want any part of that anymore. They used their own wise discernment, and they rightfully cut themselves off where communication is no longer a thing anymore. I feel like this has been a blockage. This Hermit is almost like blocking communication coming in. This High Priestess, whoever this is, understands that detaching from the situation or being in a certain type of dynamic with a person who wasn't taking them seriously is not a healthy choice here. And this individual who used their intuition realizes what this was actually all about, that this person just wasn't ready. And I know that sometimes it's used as in like a little bit of like an excuse, a cop-out, but this is not a cop-out. This is actually this person who used their intuition to ghost, block, and move on has realized that this person here is just not really, they weren't really working or compromising or collaborating with this High Priestess. Okay. And this High Priestess has rightfully so decided to, the person who used their intuition, their gut feelings and all that, has rightfully decided to, move on with their life kind of thing, and find someone who is decided, knows what they want, and knows who they are. All right? No hard feelings here, guys, actually. I don't feel like I really don't feel like there's anything angry going on here. I just feel like someone has realized the circumstances of that specific situation in their life, and they have rightfully moved on with their life, moved on with their feelings, moved on with their well-being, everything. And I feel like this person here who has moved on is not grudgeful. They do not harbor any type of grudge or anything like that. They just understand the other person, and they wish the other person all the best from a galaxy very far, far away. But they don't harbor any ill will at all, to be honest. Okay, we're gonna quickly just take a look at the animal spirit guide message, and that's it. And I will be seeing you guys on Thursday. All right, what's the best message for this situation, please? What is the best message here? No. Okay. Oh, but that one. Okay. The tiger is a very good card. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Yeah. Yeah. You're now, to be honest with you, you have earned your stripes through life, and you are now that much wiser and that much tougher to go into a new endeavor with a learned lesson, with a more, maybe even a more forgiving and understanding heart space, right?